Hello guys, welcome. We will talk about what I learned today, and I translate the BBC news, and we start to translate this new news. It's about SpaceX Starlink mega constellations. There is a brightness problem, something like that. They are a stellate. They are not what were the cosmic somethings? I forget how to say that. And the SpaceX, there are a lot of satellites on the sky and on the orbit. Sorry, so that's preventing astronomers telescope observations, because the lights also can be that can be meteor shower, and I translated this kind of news before. So meteors, for meteors is not clear it is satellite or not, it's satellite or meteor. So the SpaceX executive says that they are searching some ways to make this less instructive, intrusive. That means preventing something like that. Müdahaleci. Okay, actually there's no many things to talk about in this news. I just start to translate. Tomorrow maybe we can talk about many things. Here there are some numbers, something like that. Now let's go to talk about TED Talks. And we start to translate the new TED Talks, and the previous one was how the food you eat affects your gut. This one is how the food you eat affects your brain. So that's interesting topic, so I want to translate it. So there was an interesting question here. So if you take the moisture from your brain, so there will stay just constituent nutritional content. So that dehydrated brain, what will it look like? This kind of question. So if we take this moisture, so if your brain stay dehydrated, that's the weight, most of weight will be lipids, that's kind of fats. So the remaining matter, this nutritional content, proteins, amino acids, traces, micronutrients, and glucose. But these are not the brain is not some of these matters, but this component, each component, have distinct impact, different impact on functioning, development, moods, and energy. So these are all so important to our brain. And here post-lunch means after lunch. We feel apathy. Apathy means like tired, we don't want to deal with anything, something like that, that feeling. And late night, in the nights, we feel alertness, means we can sleep, our eyes opened, something like that. So we feel like this because of the effects of foods on our brain. So when we eat, really important for us, for our brain. And the fats are important as the superstars are omega-3 and omega-6. Here I understood omega-3 and omega-6 are so important for our brains. And the essential fatty, the necessary fatty acids and must come from our diet, so it's our food meal means. So what's this fatty acids function is linked to preventing degenerative brain condition, so these are the important to prevent it. And we should eat omega rich foods. What are they? They are nuts, seeds, and fatty fish. So they are crucial, they are so important to create and maintain two cell members. Membrane is the wall of the cell, you can think that. So, and while omegas are good fats your brain, but these are good, okay, we know that, but if you eat other fats like trans and saturated fats, well, in a long term they can damage your brain health. They are risk, they puts your brain at risk. Compromise is tehlikeye atmak here. Meanwhile, proteins and amino acids boiled block nutrients. They are the constructive matter for your brain, and they are really important to growth and development, and they can manipulate how we feel and how we behave. These are also so important. And we stopped here. Tomorrow we will continue to translate from this part. It's not that long, maybe it takes 3 or 4 videos. Now let's go to talk about hobbies. Here yesterday we stopped 33 page. Here this is the 33 page, and I started to translate. And what I learned today, the Bilbo just put a big jug of coffee. Jug means big, like a kind of cup or plate, maybe you can say, like bowl, and had been set in heart. Heart means on the fire. Put the coffee on the fire, and seed cakes were gone. All the dwarves ate all the seed cakes, and they start to eat buttered scones. Scones means here çörek, and jak means sürahi or tasty. And while these are happening, there come a loud knock, and it's not a ring. It wasn't a ringing a bell. It was a heart rat-tat. The sound is like this, and it means somebody was banging. Banging means like hitting with a stick. So here we have a stick, so we can understand Gandalf is coming. So Bilbo rushed means ran. Bilbo ran along the passage, and he was very angry. And bewildered means, and bewildered, I couldn't find this word's meaning. If you know, you can write on the comment section. Bewildered is surprised. Bilbo was angry and he was surprised, and this was the most awkward Wednesday for him. And when he went to door, he pulled open the door with a jerk. It means reflex. Suddenly open the door, and other dwarves are leaning on the door, so they all fell in on one on top of the other. So that was a funny view for Bilbo. And there was a Gandalf, and we understood that there was stick here, and Gandalf was leaning on his staff, because he has staff, big staff, and he was laughing, and he made a quite dent. That means queer sign. We saw the yesterday, there was morning before he left, he made a sign on the door. So dent here means chanting. And here knocked out means that secret mark, take out. So we can say, how can we say that? Knock out means, here I translated it like silmek, yok etmek. And carefully, he said, and it's not like you. Actually, okay, we first read this here. Keep friends waiting on a mat. Mat here, like a carpet, but it was near the door, because said then open the door like a popcorn. Popcorn means mantar tabancası. So he opened the door suddenly. So Gandalf said, you opened the door like a popcorn. So it's not like you. It wasn't you. So Gandalf think Bilbo is not this kind of man. He is kind, something like that. But this movement of Bilbo wasn't rude. Gandalf thought like this, I think. And Gandalf said, let me introduce before Bofur, Bonfur, and especially Thorin. So there was a four dwarf, their name is are, and the Thorin is the most important person for dwarves. And at your service said three of them, and standing in a row, they are making a lining, and they hang up their hoods, and all of them has a hood. And pale here, soluk yeşil, and also sky blue, you know that, the blue color on the sky, and long silver tassel means püsküllü. Here, this is interesting, and that will be more adventurous stories because Gandalf is here. So I'm excited to read other pages. So tomorrow we will talk about the other page. See you.